Hi, my name is Marilia Richards, immigration attorney here at Geo Law Group. Today I want to show you some very important things that I carry with me whenever I go to immigration court or USCIS interviews. We have some questions that were asked, like what should we bring to court? I will show you what I as an attorney bring with me and what you should keep in mind if you have to go to court or if you have to go to USCIS for the interview. The first thing I bring with me is the hearing notice. If it's a court hearing, this is what the document will look like. It'll tell you who the person is, when they have to show up to court, what courtroom to go to. If it's a USCIS interview, it is a similar looking document with the same information. Second and most important is the court file. So this is what our files pretty much look like. Sometimes they're a little bit thicker, sometimes they're not so much. But I like to bring the entire file with me. We have every document that we have submitted to court or to USCIS. We have copies up here. We have the originals as well. And I bring this in case the officer or the judge for some reason did not get our copy. We have something that we can show to them. And we don't have to come back. The client doesn't have to be rescheduled, and it just makes things easier for everybody involved. Additionally, I like to bring a notebook. I write down everything that happens. I take very detailed notes. That's just the way I am. Every question that is asked to the client or to the respondent is in this notebook. So I bring this with me. Given the times we are living in, obviously, a mask. In New York, USCIS and Immigration Court, right now we are on a high level, so masks are mandatory. Depending on each state, depending on each court and the city, if the COVID levels go down, then the masks become optional. But as I stated, today, the masks are mandatory. And I always bring a snack with me. In an ideal world, we would be in and out of immigration court or USCIS. That's not the way it happens a lot of the time. We can be there for hours, so a clean snack is something that I always have with me in my bag. So I take these things with me. Sometimes I also bring a book because, again, we never know how long we're going to be there. But these are things that I bring with me as a respondent, as a client. You should, bring similar things with you just in case you need them at the day of, and so that you are prepared. And one last note for you, remember that before you enter the building, you do have to go through security. Sometimes you have to show the officer your hearing notice or your interview notice outside with your ID. Then they allow you to come in, and then you are going to have to go through airport style security, which means, metal detectors, everything has to go through a scanner, no watches, no bracelets, no belts, nothing in your pockets, take off your shoes, just like you would at the airport. So while I understand that the day of it is very important and you want to dress appropriately, just remember that you're going to have to go through airport style security, and some things like your belts may have to come off and your shoes. And thank you for watching along today. If you have any questions or any concerns of what you cannot do or should do, if the day of your interview, the day of your hearing, let us know. We can, we are more than happy to let you know how you should present yourself the day of.